This is one of the most valuable videos I will ever make because I'm going to be showing you the 9 flows that we have used to make over $50 million for all of our clients. And the best part about these flows is that all you need to do is set them up once, which means all of that revenue is automated. Now, in this video, I'll be showing you exactly how to do the same and walking you through each of these flows that we've used and showing you exactly why they work from a consumer-based behavioral perspective and also a psychological perspective. This way, you can literally just go ahead and use this strategy for yourself. And the first flow that we're going to cover is the welcome flow. Now, if you don't know what the welcome flow is, this is the flow that is sent out right after somebody signs up to your email list. It's the first impression of your brand, which is very, very important. And this is also when they are most likely to buy, which is why it's one of the highest revenue generating flows in the entire system. Now, let's walk through the entire strategy for the welcome flow. So before we go ahead and build the flows, it's very important that you actually understand the customer funnel. Now, right now, we're looking at the bird's eye view, the macro perspective of the entire customer journey. You have a customer who will come to your website, they'll view one of your products, they'll add it to cart, and then they'll proceed to checkout. Then if you're lucky, of course, you'll make the purchase. Now, that's obviously the pre-purchase funnel, all the way up to when they proceed to checkout. Once they've made a purchase, that's when we call it the post-purchase funnel. Now, in the post-purchase funnel, we're going to do further nurturing to make sure we're getting better customer relationships and also to increase the amount of upsells, cross-sells, and so forth. Okay, so getting that repeat buying in. Now, for every single touch point here, if they leave during this customer journey, in any stage, we send out a tailored custom sequence, okay? So if they've just viewed your website or maybe they've gone to a collections page, we send out a site abandonment flow. If they've viewed one of your product pages and they've browsed a product, we send a browse abandonment flow. If they've added a product to cart, we send out abandoned cart flow. And then obviously if they've landed on the checkout page and they've left the checkout page, we send out abandoned checkout flow, okay? We'll go into the post-purchase flows later. But for now, these are the pre-purchase flows. So starting off from the top, the welcome series, okay? So what happens is they're gonna go ahead, sign up to your pop-up form on your website. And in email number 1, it's very important that you do the same flow structure as I've got here. We've got welcome, short introduction to your brand, thanks for signing up, and then you provide the discount or incentive that was offered to them in the pop-up, okay? Very, very important. You wanna have that coupon that they signed up for. Otherwise, they're gonna get a little bit frustrated with you. Now, email number 2. This usually would be a strong founder story. Now, not just any story like, hey, we started this brand for mums who, want to get better healthcare or whatever it might be. You don't want some generic story. Ideally, you want to make it really personal and really relatable and strike a nerve with your ICP. And the reason we're doing this is we want to get them emotionally connected to the story and really help you with your brand vision, okay? So that's what email number 2 would be, founder story. Number 3 would be educating about product benefits, but then tying that into pain points, okay? Really strike a nerve with the pain points. Number 4, using the law of comparison, us versus them. What makes us different? This is where we make you the clear choice and why you are the best solution on the market with your brand's USPs and obviously your product, okay? Number 5, social proof, reviews, success stories. This can be tailored based on your product. If you do have really strong, compelling success stories, maybe you've got before and after transformational content, go ahead and actually use that in email number 5. Really, really powerful stuff. Number 6, maybe a different educational email, potentially even linking this to an editorial or a blog article, anything that's not been mentioned yet that's really important that you educate your customer on, we can go ahead and use this opportunity in email number 6. Now, number 7, if they are this far down the flow and they still haven't purchased, maybe they're just not sure what to buy, okay? So what we would do here is just show them bestsellers on your store and then also tie them bestsellers into reviews and testimonials relevant to those bestsellers, okay? Last 2 emails, number 8, is the value-packed emails. So for example, if you have got a lot of misconceptions or outdated data or false beliefs with your product, we take this time to go ahead and break down those myths, give them the cold hard truths, the facts, the statistics, the science as to why this product is actually valuable to the consumer, okay? Number 9 is going to be the final reminder about the incentive, okay? So whatever the coupon was in email number 1, just make sure there's urgency and showing them that it's about to expire, okay? That's the first automation for the welcome series. series. I want you to use this as a skeleton. This is not going to be black and white, the exact strategy that you need to use. Of course, it's going to be tailored for your brand. You really need to think, does this actually apply to what we're selling? If it doesn't, remove it. You don't want fluff. You don't want to make it extremely long. Just make sure it's concise and has all of these levers. We're pulling all of the levers to get the customer to take their first purchase. Now, automation number 2, the site abandonment flow. If somebody has gone to your homepage or they visited your collections page, but they haven't viewed any products yet, that's when we will send out this workflow. Now, email number 1, we're going to say, hey, we saw you checking this out. The goal here for us is to continue browsing. We want to get them to continue browsing and bring them deeper down that customer funnel. We don't want to be too slight or nudge. We don't want to be too pushy. Email number 2 would be USPs of your company. Here's our company benefits. Potentially even like your company mission, tying into that brand story here as well, okay? Number 3, if they still haven't actually gone ahead and gone deeper down that funnel, we're just going to recommend some bestsellers. Nice, simple, short and concise. This is for people who have obviously not browsed any products yet. Next up is the browser abandonment flow. This is for people who have viewed a product, but they've not added it to cart yet. What we want to do in email number 1 is just remind them about the products they was viewing. And the goal is obviously to get them to add this to cart. Now, when it comes to any of these next automations you see here, what we want to do is use a dynamic products block. You can import this into the email, and what it will do is it will dynamically show the products that they was viewing on your store. So it makes it more personalized and tailored to them, okay? Very, very important. Email number 2 is mention USPs of the product that they viewed and clearly state the benefits, okay? Number 3 is offer an incentive/discount and tying that into social proof. Maybe you got some success stories. If you've got a really powerful success story, by the way, transformational one, and then you tie that into a discount, you're going to be onto a winner. Email number 4 is just handling any common objections. It could be in the format of a frequently asked questions email, but obviously you're putting it in the browser abandonment flow. And then lastly, you just want to have that incentive is expiring, okay? That's the browser abandonment flow. Now, if you want these flows built out for your brand without having to spend weeks doing all the design, copy, A/B test yourself, then book in a call below. We've helped brands generate over $50 million in email marketing revenue alone, and we will guarantee that we'll add an extra $30,000 to $250,000 in 60 days or less. Otherwise, you don't pay, and we'll even send you $500 for wasting your time. But either way, let's get back into the next flow. Abandoned cart flows. Somebody's added product to cart, but they've not gone to the checkout yet. Again, same format. We're going to be reminding them about the exact products that they left in that cart with a dynamic block. And then what we want to do is we say we can only hold on to your cart for so long. We can hold on forever, but we're telling them we can only hold on it for so long, okay? Adding a bit of time incentivization. Now, the call to action is obviously going to be to go back to cart. Up to you if you want to do email number 2 or email number 3 in terms of having the incentive on the second email. Most brands, I would potentially put it on email number 3. It really does depend on how many people are going down this flow and how far they make it down this sequence. So you have the option for email number 2, you can have an incentive with the USPs of purchasing today, like why today is such a good opportunity for them to purchase. Or alternatively, you can swap that over and have a social proof based email with reviews and testimonials, okay? So it doesn't really matter what order you put these in, it's completely up to you, and you can dictate that based on how many people are going through this flow, okay? Now, email number 4 is just going to be urgency to buy, 24 hours left to claim the reminder for that incentive, okay? Having the actual time frame on this is going to help with conversions and get them to take action. These are hot leads, by the way, that they've added a product to cart. They're basically ready to buy it. Now, if somebody's abandoned checkout, you know, they've added a product to the checkout page, but they haven't purchased. Again, we're just going to remind them about the products that they've got in that checkout page. And for this one, what we're doing instead is we're saying we don't know how long they'll stay in stock for. Go back to checkout, okay? Email number 2, we're going to reduce the risk of purchasing and show why our products are trusted. So here you can just have a lot of social proof, people who vouch for our product. If you've got any professionals in your industry, maybe you've got verified doctors, if you're like a healthcare product who claim that this product is a must-buy product, put that in here, okay? Email number 3, specific reviews about the products they had in their checkout, okay? Number 4, again, offer an incentive/introduce urgency. So anytime I'm offering an incentive in here, you can just include urgency. You don't necessarily have to have an offer every time, okay? And then again, just have a specific time frame for that urgency/incentive, really tying that in with urgency to buy plus also time frame. Cool. Those are the pre-purchase flows. Look at this more as a skeleton. You want to tailor it for your brand. It's not going to be black and white. This is the exact format. But of course, with this, we are using different forms of psychology and also consumer-based behavior to make sure that we are pulling every single lever to get them to make their first purchase. Moving on to the post-purchase flows. First up is the customer thank you flow, also known as a post-purchase flow. The customer makes their first purchase. Great, you've got the purchase. Now the first thing we want to do is thank the customer, show genuine gratitude, and the goal here is to try and build VIP and loyalty. Email number 2, you can offer VIP if they are a third-time purchase. Potentially, if you want to have just a customer thank you flow with the VIP flow included for repeat buyers. I like to have it segregated where we've just got a separate VIP flow, and I'll go into that in just a minute. Now, take this time to offer relevant cross-sells to the product they purchase. Okay, so this can be a complementary product. If it is a flask, maybe you're selling a kettle so they can boil the cup of tea for their flask. You get the memo, right? They need to go hand in hand. Really shit analogy. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, you get the memo. Email number 3 is removing buyer's remorse. This is a huge mistake that e-commerce brand owners make. They've got the purchase, somebody's paid for the product, they think, we've got the money in the bank. The problem is customers thought, actually, do I really need this product? Okay, we want to remove that buyer's remorse, and how we do this is show success stories, show other people using the product, the results they've got, the success stories you have. This is what we need to do, is to make them excited for the product and show them how they can make it a ritual to use it in their everyday life. Okay, and that comes into email number 4, setting expectations on how to use the product. Here is how to get the best out of the product. Here is how to take care of the product and look after your product. It really does depend on what you're selling, but of course you just want to set expectations. If you're a fashion brand, for example, it could be, here's how to style this product. Okay, so you tailor it. Email number 5 isn't going to be another educational email. Maybe you could promote relevant blog articles or give more information on the product or other relevant products. Okay, number 6 is going to be offering relevant upsells or cross sells. Again, take the time to go ahead and do this. Number 7, I love this email. So this is really, really powerful. This is how you build reviews on autopilot. What you do is you offer an incentive in exchange for a review. And the reason we can offer an incentive is because they've already purchased from us. You're not spending £20 or $20 to acquire that customer. You've already got them through the door. So you can leverage a strong offer here. They think they're getting rewarded by giving you a review. You're building your reviews on autopilot, and you're also increasing your chances of getting them to purchase again. Really, really powerful stuff. Now, email number 8, last one, is going to be offering any referrals. Now, email number 8 is going to be putting people into a referral system. So if you don't have a referral system in your brand, look into doing it. There's Shopify apps that can automate this for you. We basically want to get people who are using your product to go ahead and refer it to friends, family, or even people on social media. Okay, you can even get brand ambassadors. This could be become a brand ambassador email. Okay, anyway, that's the customer thank you flow. Moving on to the next sequence in the post-purchase flows is the customer win back. So how this works is, let's say a customer has purchased on today's date. In 90 days from today, since they've made that purchase, that's when this sequence will be sent out to them, and that's why it's called a customer win back, because X amount of time has passed since they made their last purchase, and we want to bring them back to the store. And how we do this is we say, hey, look, we haven't heard from you in a while, we miss you, and invite them back to the website. Again, slight nudge, not too pushy. Number 2, offer an incentive and relate it to the fact they bought previously. Okay, and there's different ways you can do this. You can be like, hey, we miss you, here's an incentive on us, use this for yourself or family or friends, we just want to see you win with our product or branding, whatever it might be. Okay, and we can obviously offer a good incentive here because, well, they've already purchased from us. We're just bringing people back who've already purchased from us, so there's no acquisition cost here. Email number 3, bestsellers, reviews. Maybe you've got new products, show them a new product collection since they last purchased. Go ahead, put that in email number 3. And then email number 4 is going to be 24 hours left to claim, urgency to buy, with the incentive that we put in email number 2. Okay, last 2 flows. Sunset unengaged flow. This is for people who haven't opened an email from you in the last 180 days. Look, if 180 days has passed and they're not opening your emails and you're still sending them out with weekly campaigns, then chances are they're ghosting us. We want to get rid of the dead weight and remove them from the list. And I'll explain why we do this in just a minute. So email number 1 is, hey, look, we haven't heard from you. If you'd rather not be emailed, option for unsubscribing. Okay. Hey, look, still haven't heard from you. Assuming keeping up on socials is good enough. So a bit witty, a bit charismatic with it. Number 3 is, this is what we stand for, unique quality standards or USPs, whatever it might be. Here's our company vision. Okay. And then number 4 is literally, look, we'll go ahead and unsubscribe you. If you want to stay, you can click here. Now, why are we doing this? It seems counterintuitive. You build your email list, you remove people from your email list. Why do we need to remove the dead weight? Well, there's 2 main factors. 1, if you have a huge email list, I'm sure you already know that the cost for an email list is not cheap. The more profiles you have, the more you pay. So we want to get rid of the inactive subscribers who are not bringing in any revenue to reduce the billing cost. Second to this is we want to increase our health score with Google. So deliverability, okay? Making sure that you land in the primary inbox. That's why we remove the dead weight, okay? Nice and simple. Now, last flow is the VIP flow, and this can be dictated completely up to you, whether it's their third purchase or whether they've exceeded X amount in total sales on the store. So for example, if they've made their third purchase, they're a VIP, or if they've spent over $500 on the store, they're a VIP. Does depend on your product and the cost of your product, essentially. Okay. Now, the reason why this is so powerful and how this helps build an even stronger relationship is because on email number 1, we specifically make this a plain text email and we announce they are a VIP from the founder. Okay. And then we give them an incentive. So you want to tailor it like you've just taken the time out of your day as the founder of the store and give them genuine gratitude and say, look, I really appreciate you here. This is Tom from, X brand. Here's an incentive on me. And thank you for being a part of our team. Okay. Nice and simple. Looks like I've taken the time out of my day to actually go ahead and email this subscriber, and they think, wow, he's taking the time out of his day to message me. Okay. The second email will be talking about VIP perks, building a stronger relationship with the customer. Here's other stuff that you get. You're a VIP. You also get free shipping or whatever it might be, exclusive event invites or first person to hear about our new products. Okay. Again, going to be good when you have a new product that you're launching. You can send it to your VIPs. They can all get put on a wait list. Boom, instant sellout. Number 3 is an incentive reminder, an urgency to claim it. Just reminding them that, hey, look, that incentive that we gave you on email number 1, it's about to expire, so urgency to claim. That is it. That is the full proven system that we've used to generate $50 million plus for all of our clients. Bulletproof and proven. Absolutely bulletproof. Now, one thing to note is you are going to have to tailor this based on your product, based on your customers. It's not black and white, one size fits all, but it's a really good skeleton and framework to follow. Now, those were the exact flows that we've used for every single client to generate over $50 million across the board with email marketing alone. But of course, flows are only part of the process. You still need to capture emails, you still need to do weekly campaigns and continue optimizing to get the most optimal amount of revenue coming in from your list. And if you want to see a video breaking down exactly how to go ahead and do that, you can see this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.